I think we can crank up the level 5 heat to 15 cars, and then to remedy that god-awful AI, we're gonna make them all Busty Anime Women. At least now there's an excuse for why they're such bad drivers. Next up, let's talk about the radio. This makes Saints Rose Radio look like...
Fleek is done. They did it. They fluffing did it this time. Need for Speed Unbound sounds cool without context, but after watching this and having to rewrite my intro, I'm sad to report there are no boobers. I fell for the clickbait because truly I am no better than a man. So I hope I can at least make up for the lack of personality ahead. Before someone cancels me for having an opinion, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe, maybe even a head pat, and let's see how we can fix this game. It's been so long. Is this entertaining?
Would like to apologize for some previous statements I made about Busty Anime Women and Need for Speed Unbound. I thought anime and Busty Anime Women were synonymous. I figured it was a given. I figured it was a package deal. Then I load this shit up and what do I see? More like, what don't I see? Because there were no Busty Anime Women in sight. I thought I was getting Busty hoes, but instead I got the Ho Chi Minh, a straight ambush of a cringy political budget Need for Speed game instead of a simple fun arcade racer with a whole lot of personality. And this bait and switch chicanery leads to a much larger, a much more significant issue in the gaming industry that's been jiggling around in my brain for a long time now. AAA games don't think big anymore, and it's hurting the craft. You see, games...
I can't. Everything he's saying is right, but like... He's worded it too well. How? He's such a wordsmith. Mad respect. You know what? It's been jiggling around in my head too. Don't worry, you're not alone. Trust me.
Think big anymore, and it's hurting the craft. You see, games used to think big, really big. You can look at most games from the good times of gaming, and you could see that the developers had their eyes on the prizes. I mean, just look at Saints Row 2 and 3. Masterpieces. When I look at these games, I go, damn. And what did those games do for the company? Those games skyrocketed the studio into financial success. Then look at the Saints Row reboot. Budget cuts. And what happened after their ignorant, incessant lack of voluptuous vision? It brought their studio into a swift grave. Hell, even Dead Space 1 had a humongous vision for their characters so that they could provide a soft, supple harbor of relief in this disturbing world. But then now in the 2023 Dead Space remake, what do? Budget cuts. And I know some people will swoop to the defense of...
That bothers me. I don't like to get into like the whole, you know, drama related to why it happens. It just bothers me that it does happen, you know? If a character like Lara Croft has boobers and you release a game that's more modern and her boobers are suddenly an A cup and she's flatter than my cutting board, what is going on? That's not Lara Croft. I don't know who that is. That's a stranger. Because even as a woman, the boobers, they matter. I want to play as a pretty woman, okay? But I don't understand. I can't wait for things to go back to normal. I can't wait, man.
Remake, what do? Budget cuts. Why? And I know some people will swoop to the defense of the remake saying, hey, they're trying to make the women look more realistic. Not all women are supermodels.
I have boobs.
My brother in Bill, I just shot a demon baby with a laser pistol on a spaceship. I think it's safe to say we threw realism out the window a long fucking time ago. I look forward to EA joining the ranks of the damned in the afterlife. And this is where we get to the crux of my point, so keep listening. Because the few modern games that do embrace a great big vision are reaping all the money, cash, and prizes. Just look at Resident Evil Village, for example. That has that massive mega mommy vision, and it is bringing in that massive mega mommy money, saving a franchise that has been slowly crashing since Resident Evil 5. And as further proof of my scientific law, Spider-Man PS4, say no more. That shit saved an entire genre, and it was all because of Black Cat. And that's just...
And she's not even like... That's the whole point! She's not, you know, egregiously large-breasted. She just looks fine. Okay? There's a difference! I'm really... This is a topic I'm passionate about. I feel I'm trying really hard not to. The demons in my head, they want me to entertain this topic, but I don't want to because that's purposely something I stay out of for fear that someone on Twitter will be angry at me being a woman, siding with the men. Oh, there are no sides. It's just the way I like to play my games. There are no sides. I just want to play a game. If my game has big, beautiful anime boobies, that's even better. If it doesn't, and I still enjoy it, that's great too. But if it's purposely getting rid of my big anime boobies, I have a problem with that. Okay, don't get rid of my boobs. I have them IRL. I should be allowed to have them in game. Okay, don't take them away.
Or that shit saved an entire genre, and it was all because of black cat. And
she
that's
is
just off the top
fine.
of my head. I'm now challenging you.
You woke up and chose
every last
violence,
game
man.
that has a massive vision for its characters right now. I need it for research purposes. In conclusion, Busty Anime Women build and repair franchises like fucking Flex Seal, while these budget cuts kill them. That's a fact. And that brings us to the 2022 game we're talking about today, Need for Z Unbusty, everyone, where we watch the AAA franchise try to save their plummeting sales by impressing Gen Z with a little gift-wrapped dog shit this Christmas season for the low price of $70. And as a quick 2-week update for you as of December 14th, if you can believe it, it's going so well for this game that it is already on sale for half off in storefronts everywhere. Why is this, you ask? Allow me to enlighten you. But you know what? I'm still trying to make it on a Santa's good boy list this year, so I'm going to start with the positives. The driving in this game is in fact driving. There's no taking that away from them.
Okay. You can't ruin Need for Speed.
Talking about the positives. Now let's talk about the negatives. Everything else. Starting with the fact that the decent driving and AI that I just mentioned can be found in Most Wanted for $20, Hot Pursuit for $5, and before release, there was a sale on Heat for $3.50.
Oh my
Quick reminder, this game launched at $70. I've already shown you how fantastic that's going for them, but I'm going to show you again because I just like looking at it. You stupid fuck. Next up, car progression in this game is also pretty.
Look, I'm not one to, you know, knock anyone down, including games. But I really hope this doesn't get me canceled. That's just wild. You know what? I don't care. Cancel me. I have an opinion. I agree with Flake! Anyway, I had to get that out of the way. No, but seriously, it's not just about boobs and gooning when it comes to games. If you want to have games to have boobs and goon too, there is a genre for you. It's just nice to have a beautiful character. As a female, I like playing as a beautiful woman. If I can. If I can't play as a woman in the game, that's okay. I don't mind. But if the choice is given to me to be a woman in a game, I want to look at a beautiful woman. And I haven't been able to really indulge in that in modern games. Yeah. I'm actually kind of scared. I never realized how scared I was to talk about this till just now. It's awkward how things have changed. Oh, God. But yeah, I want to run around with a nice ass and some boobers. Because guess what? I'm a real woman. I have a IRL. I should be allowed to prance around and feel pretty too, in-game. Both IRL in-game. I don't know. I don't like stuff being shoved down my throat. I feel like I grew up in a time where you could have opinions that were different from others and you could still be friends. And the world today isn't that anymore. Hence why I always say, man, I'm gonna get canceled. Because I respect everybody's opinion. I really don't care at the end of the day. But also, I'm not gonna buy a game that purposefully makes women not pretty. You know? Women, there's so many people out there. You can't say that older games have an unrealistic female, like, representation when I have seen many beautiful women that look insanely gorgeous. So I don't think there's any such thing as, oh, well, we're just making them more realistic. No. If you want to make them more realistic, give them a custom character screen. Let the player choose. But if you don't want to do that, then don't force it down our throats. I'm actually shaking because I realize that for some reason this is a topic that will get you canceled nowadays, and I don't want to deal with that mess. Oops. Oh no.
You stupid fucks. Next
Fleek,
up, car
help
progression
me!
in this game is also pretty fucked. On one end of the racing game spectrum, you have Forza Horizon Son of Chic
I never
Simulator, where you're
played Forza,
birthed into
so I can't
Bugattis,
speak.
Lamborghinis, and Ferraris in the first 2 hours of the game. But then on the opposite side of the spectrum here, in Unbusty, you have to win 20 races to get a VW Beetle.
Oh.
Call me crazy, but I think we may be overthinking this one. In Hot Pursuit,
Yeah.
I played for 30 minutes and I unlocked 8 cars in that time. 8
races,
equally
20
bad
times for
cars, but at
Beetle.
least I have something different to look at without completely shattering the progression. And speaking of Hot
Exactly.
Pursuit, let's talk about the Po-Po. Want to know how to lose the police in under 60 seconds?
How?
First, find the ocean. Second, drive into it.
Oh.
And they only let 6 of these idiots chase you at a
Only
time? If I
6?
just look up a car chase right now on
There's a
YouTube, I
lot.
can find a live stream of an in-progress chase with 10 cars in pursuit. So bargain with me here, EA. I think we can crank up the level 5 heat to 15 cars, and then to remedy that god-awful
Or 30.
AI, we're gonna make them all Busty Anime Women. At least now there's an excuse for
I'm
why they're
eating good
such
today.
bad drivers. Next up, let's talk about the radio. This makes Saints Rose Radio look like... And nah, I'm just kidding. That's still the shittiest. And I don't care what tribe called who. I left my wallet in El Segundo is still a pile of dog shit that haunts my dreams. And you
I
can
never
quote
heard it.
me on that. But nonetheless, the psychological portrait of Unbound's radio is nothing to snuff your nose at. They managed to find and license 72 of the worst songs mankind's ever created. It's really hard to be angry at that level of commitment. But it's
That's-
very easy to be
that's
angry
kinda
at this
cringe.
impressively catastrophic writing.
Oh, that's
The
forced!
writing in this game makes 90% of porn sound like it was written by George R.R. Martin.
It sounds like they prompted ChatGPT to like, saw, dude. You know what I mean? It does. They're like really pushing the like, quote unquote, textbook rebellious teen talk. I don't know anybody that says bro that much. That makes me uncomfortable. That sounds like it's AI scripted.
The writing in this game makes
Posing on the
90% of
hood.
porn sound like it was written by George R.R.
Who says
Martin
that?
himself. Not saying Need for Speed's writing was ever impressive, but boy was this a hell of a time to decide the series needed constant dialogue and cutscenes out the ass. When I
Yeah.
play racing games, I like
I
the
wanna
sound
race.
of a roaring engine and ear-bleedingly loud music. What I vehemently despise is a constant stream of wacky dialogue. And why does my character speak like an AI-generated surfer, bro, who's
Thank
only ever
you.
scored an above-average grade on a chromosome test?
Talk like that.
And she's still with that same crew that jacked our garage.
Why is the professional rapper better at voice acting than the guy in the lead role? And what drugs were the writers sedated with when they wrote this script?
I follow you on Insta, Punk Funk Diva. I love your feet.
I am
It really
just
is
trying
AI.
to voice my true self, you know?
Make it stop!
Because it
Make it stop!
Make
it stop!
I think my favorite example out of an ocean of bad logic and political messaging that is the subtlety of a pipe bomb would probably be this.
We need to back the boys in blue as they protect us from those who treat Lakeshore like their own personal playground.
Exactly what we need. More cops who hate racers on the street. Exactly what we need.
Oh my God.
Exactly what we
It's
need.
a racing
Exactly what we need.
game!
Exactly what we need. More cops who
Notice how many orphans I just made? Notice how when I veer off into sidewalks, the developers have to program civilians to be fucking Neo? Well, don't worry about it, because none of that shit was my fault. The hate from the damn Popo made me do it. With where it stands now, this game is pretty goddamn awful. But come on, pimp. You didn't think I was the
that's
type of guy that
stinky.
shows up with all problems and no solutions? For the first time, we
Is
are
there
doing
mod?
a Fleek Fixes, where I run through a scenario where I completely bond and repair a game into something I think would be a satisfactory end product that people would actually buy. Are you ready? All right,
Mod
great.
it.
So imagine this. Busty Anime
Yeah!
Women. That's right.
We're
Let's up
fixing
those
it!
cups and have some fun, baby. And then while we're at it,
yeah!
X that stupid fucking dialogue.
Please!
You're
And make them stop talking like they're ChatGPT! know.
Fun,
but
baby.
the
And then
anime
while
women
we're
might
at it,
fix
axe that stupid fucking dialogue.
Get rid of it.
You're welcome, EA.
It's a
First
racing
one's
game.
on the house. And to fulfill my legal obligations to all of you, I rate this game
Thank
an
you,
A.
Fleek.
But should they make the changes we discussed, I think it can easily rise to a prestige double D.
Oh,
Catch you on the
I
tip
like that
side.
grading system. Oh my god! Thank you, Fleek! I salute you. I could never, man. Too scared of the interweb. Thank you for tuning in to another Neko Reacts. I was really proud of the first intro I wrote for this video because I never pre-watched my stuff. I thought it was actually going to be about, you know, busty anime women. So, you know, 07s to one of the better intros I wrote. But that aside, I just wanted to, you know, lay that to rest. That aside, what was the last Need for Speed game you remember playing and enjoying? Let me know in the comments below. Until then, please leave a like and subscribe to the Race, and I'll see you in the next one. Matanya! Bye bye!